Goblets and Warlocks, our new campaign of Icewind Dale. This is the Outsiders version. As I was saying earlier, I'm working on the locals version where the races are restricted to who's actually in Icewind Dale. So if you're looking to join that campaign, I'm looking for 4 bodies. You can join the Discord link down below for our community Discord, which is we also looking for players, more DMs and all that to make a big community hub. And there's games actually posted right now of people looking for players. You can also join there to find other games, not just buying. I'm trying to set up. Also, if you haven't caught any of the Descendant of Avernus, that's my first campaign. That's my first time ever actually DMing. Now I DM for a group for work, and now this would be my 3rd one I'm trying to DM. So these people think I'm good for some freaking reason. I'm, whatever. Let me take another drink of this because this is going to be a long night.
Cheers.
Anyway. I also I'll link down below if you want to catch you some sweet merch. This is all the design I have right now. So I'm also looking for designers. If you want to come up with new designers, that would help out really well. Like I said, my name is Jugan. If you're new here, welcome. At this time, I'll turn it over to the nice, wonderful cast I got here. And you can talk about yourself, get your nice shout outs to your social medias. Don't talk about your characters yet. And we'll do that actually in game. So I'll take it over to just follow the order from top right. So my lovely one running the stream, so you can blame all the streaming needs on him.
Well, yeah, you might as well do that. Hey everybody, I'm Kyle. I will be playing no, I'm not allowed to talk about my character. See, I've already mocked this up. All right, I'm Kyle. I stream over on Twitch. Some of you guys will probably know me as Starfallen Games. You can also find me on Twitter. I'm also a DM for a Curse of Strahd campaign that we do every Sunday night at 3 o'clock Pacific. And so check us out. It's been a pleasure getting ready to start this campaign with Jugan. Can't wait to see what the future holds. And we'll move it over to Az.
Hello, my name is Cal. I am a resident nerd, as with my fellow cast here for this D&D game, and I'm just pretty excited to join everyone and see what kind of crazy shenanigans we can come up to together.
Laban, as y'all might recognize from the Descendant campaign, he's one helping you start this adventure.
So I'm Laban. I will be also starting a campaign on Wednesdays that will be streaming.
Yeah, that campaign is a complete homebrew. I'll tell everybody about it since he doesn't want to. Completely homebrew. Everybody starting.
They can find out. It's a surprise.
You got to bring them in somehow, Laban.
Yeah, I know, right?
They'll watch. They love us.
Well,
we'll move on to Lauren. Lauren.
You just skipped over Nick. Sure. Hey, I'm Lauren. I have never been on stream before, so this is, well, with the exception of the preview about a week ago. But yeah, no, this is first time, so I'm excited, and yeah, that's about it.
Nice.
Now, Nick, since you're
I know. Just so wonderful. Well, I'm Nick, apparently. They all said it for me,
And this is Nick.
I know, right? Yeah, great. Well, nice.
Welcome, Nick.
I will also be joining the Avernus campaign soon, so I can't say anything about that. But, I'm looking forward to everything. My goal is to make it 3 sessions to, hopefully my character doesn't die then. You'll understand when you meet him, but 3 sessions. Calling it now. He'll last at least 3.
And that's Nick, everybody.
That's me. That's it. I don't know what else you offer me.
There we go.
Like I said, we were supposed to have 6 players, and one of them had dropped out for personal reasons, but he can return one day. Also, I have to thank Adrian Von Ziegler for tonight's music. We might be switching to different music. I'll have to talk offline about that. So we're just going to use Adrian Von Ziegler, same music I used for the Descendant of Avernus campaigns. And so thank you, Adrian Von Ziegler, for your lovely, wonderful Celtic music.
Thank you, Adrian.
And with that, would you kindly start our intro, please?
By all means.
standing at the crossroads between a life and a little land. And there's no turning back once it's in. It's down to dirty needles again. And now you chase the heroin dreams, and you can't stop the grieving. It's always wanting more. And it's become too hard to ignore. You're fighting the sickness war. You're back to perfect life. Smooth again.
Welcome back to Goblets and Warlocks. As we start our tonight's campaign, I'll just go ahead and read the cold open for everybody. Icewind Dale has become trapped in potential winter. Fierce blizzards and mountain pass through the spine of the world make it exceedingly treacherous. This land has not felt the warmth of the sun in over 2 years. The campaign setting I have set is about another year past this, so it's been about 3 years of this cold, everlasting, unnatural winter. The frozen tundra, darkness, and bitter cold reign as the king and queen. Most Dale residents blame Oriel, the Frost Maiden, the god of winter's wrath. The simmering aurora that waves across the sky each night is said to be her doing, a potent spell that keeps the sun at bay. Dale folk live in the scattered settlements known as the 10 Towns. The drop off the caverns coming from the south travel between settlements, and the ending winter has left everyone isolated. Although each town has resolved to appease the Frost Maiden with sacrifices of one kind or another to respite such as yourselves. Respite from winter's fury for forthcoming. For adventurers such as yourselves, 10 Towns is a place to test one's mental and the spirit of heroes and who have come before one's mark on this frigid, blighted land. And our story opens up with our 3 adventurers that accepted a job and now arrive in our first location of Lonelywood. As our 3 adventurers arrive in town, would y'all like to introduce yourselves? Describe what your characters look like.
All right. Well, apparently
yeah,
they're
ahead.
I'm playing Graves, an older gentleman. When I mean old. He's like 72. The cold's not really good for his bones, but he'll still make it somehow. You see him as a silver-haired gentleman, cloak, eye patch, and you probably noticed that there's a little fox with him and a tabaxi that seems to non-stop be mad dogging the fox.
Are you done?
Well, you're gonna describe you guys too.
Was that your transition?
Yeah, that's my transition.
There was a tabaxi.
There's a tabaxi. Hello.
There's a tabaxi.
I'm gonna be playing a tabaxi rogue. I don't know what my name is. At least I don't remember what my name is. That's how it's being played off. I'm a black-furred rogue. I mean, I'm following this Graves guy around, and we'll just see if I like his fox or not.
It was adoption day. I know it was either that or some like mangy dog.
And
Not a Tweety bird.
as would you like to?
I was going to say, following this motley crew of a cat who can't remember his name and our old Graves here, you see a gentleman bundled to the nines, just hates the cold, streaks of ice in his face, like coating his beard, streaks of white in his hair. I'm playing a human warlock, and he is just curled as tightly as he can be, just sickeningly hates the cold.
Well, as I'm going to share what the map looks like, so I'm about to transition to sharing my screen.
Okay.
So, as you arrive in the town, you see all these concrete blocks.
Is the sound going again?
Are we good?
We're there. Yep. It's about 20. For some reason, it's 20 seconds delayed. So
Yeah, that's what it is.
from this point forward, so we don't have to keep full stopping, I'll go like this or like this. If we're good, it's this. If we're bad, it's that.
Well, are we good?
We're good.
Okay. As y'all arrive into town, you immediately, as you see these concrete blots of names, just endless names, as you're arriving into town. What would you like to do?
Does it look to be like a form of like a grave?
No,
Like a
not a
memorial?
grave. It looks more like a memorial. You
That's
kind
what I
of get
meant,
that. But you're not quite sure exactly, but for like your knowledge, that's what kind
That's
of
what it looks like, at least to me.
Yes.
And how far are we from a town? Or are we in a town right now?
You're arriving into town right now. You just see like stones.
What is
Endless
with all these
names.
names?
It's probably people who have died due to the winter.
Oh no. The winter?
The cold.
Yes.
Aren't you
I know-
cold?
I know what the winter is.
What about you, R? How you feeling?
I am freezing, and I would like to find a place to warm up. I hate this.
Why'd you take the job?
Well, we've been working for a little while, but I didn't realize it'd be this fucking cold.
You could have
You need-
told us when we were in the last town.
You need coat of fur like this one.
We could shave the cat.
We could.
Don't you touch my fur?
If
All
he
right.
continues to backmouth us, maybe we will shave the cat.
No. See, I do not like graves. I don't mind you as.
Mm. Well,
It's a
If it gets-
team effort.
if it gets too bad, we'll shave him.
I will cut you.
No, don't worry. We'll get some food. Does it look like there's anyone around?
Are you traveling more into town? You're
Yeah.
still like in the road going into town.
I imagine that we would have been like walking, like the memorials wouldn't have stopped us. It would have been more of like a side note while we were walking.
Yeah.
As you're going in town, it's like I said, it's super cold. It's not that many people here. I think I need it and read to you. Not really.
You know, maybe it is a little cold.
As you keep going straight, you eventually see the docks where like some ships are like frozen in place because the water's frozen. You do know that you do know the job was to meet this person at the Lucky Lair, which is a tavern that you're supposed to meet. Oh,
Maybe
He like looks around with his one eye. Does he see anyone around in the town, walking about, talking at all?
it's like I said, it's very sparse. There's like not that many people here at all. There's only like maybe 10, 15 people like working.
We would have the like job listing, correct?
Correct.
Can I like go up to just one of the nearest people and ask them where the tavern is? Just to get some like directions on where to go.
All right. Well, the Lucky Lair, that's like one of our last you can tell he's like old, grizzly. He's like this weather's taking a toll on him. He's just it's right down the street to the right.
This one did a rotten egg.
Huh?
This one did a rotten egg. And he starts to run.
You're looking for a. Who you looking for?
I wish I had written down the name.
Ilan Trobane? Ilan Trobane?
Yes.
I believe so.
And is this referring to the killing she's investigating?
Yes.
Yeah. She's yeah, she's currently in the tavern.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank her. And then as I turn around, I realized that
Yeah, he's
our tabaxi's just run away. And I'm like, oh, of course.
I look back at the old
really run away.
Oh
Yeah, he
yeah,
ran.
I picked up. I picked tail up and ran. It's cold. As soon as they told me where I was going.
Okay.
I can't run like that anymore, so I'll slowly make my way there. Feel free to run to the inn if you're cold.
I'm just gonna walk with Knight.
Hopefully he gets there all right. Can he read?
Listen, he can't even remember his name, so I'm slightly worried that he may not have gotten the directions right.
I'm not sure he was listening well. We'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll
Knowledge check.
If if not, there will be a new name on that board.
We may need to carve a stone for him later. We'll worry about that when we get there.
Yeah.
We'll head to this inn. Hopefully the other old man's directions are accurate.
Well, does the Batsy get there first?
I don't know.
Probably.
Do I get there first? Did I understand
Go
the
for it, right?
directions?
Intelligence check.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
I feel
really
like,
not
the old
good
man
at.
just. I feel like the old man just
Right,
pointed and the
that's
cat
okay.
ran. And I was like,
He ran past the town.
just into the mountains. He's right
Let's
next
roll
to
the first roll of the campaign.
Oh,
Yeah, it's an
boy.
intelligence check.
You want me an intelligence check? All right. That'll be a 16.
Yeah.
Some reason you caught where this old person was like just pointed. You're still not sure if it's a male or female because they're so old raggedy and like they just taking a toll. And you're not been around humans that much, so you're like, but you see where they pointed off and went directly towards it, leaving the companions behind.
What?
What?
Did you say leaving?
No, like companions. He left his companions behind.
He's getting lonely. It's fine.
No,
But you
it's
walk
getting
in-
cold.
It's just cold.
It's just like a regular tavern.
Before that, when I get there, I use some of my my gold that I stole from Graves to buy 3 pitchers of ale for when they finally get here.
Okay.
I think we need to establish the line of where that came from. I had money. Yeah, that's actually one of the only things I forgot to put on my character sheet.
You had 40 gold, and then you only got 20
Oh.
because I stole the other 20 because I rolled 2d4 in the session 0.
I swear I had more gold. He doesn't know. I don't care. The cat bought us strings. Cool.
As you walk in, you see this about an older female. She's a human. You can tell she's got some years on her. She's a raven-haired girl. She's behind the barkeep, and you pay for the drinks, so you can mark that money off of. She gives you 2 bottles of ale. she tells you we don't have a lot, so go around. So trades are kind of hard to get through the weather.
Sorry, how much was I
she looks
marking
at
off my
you
character
like,
sheet?
huh?
How much was I marking off of my character sheet?
How much
gold?
You said you gave her how much?
I don't know, a couple of, whatever the cost of a couple of ales were. Then a couple of gold.
You said like 3 silver, so mark off 3 silver. And she
All right.
thanks you for your patronage. And
Okay,
she
thank
starts
you.
looking at you like, you're an odd little one, aren't you? Where are you from?
The beach. That's all I remember.
What
The beach.
are you?
Oh, I'm a Tabaxi. That's about
What
all
the
I
hell
know
is
too.
a Tabaxi?
Furry, kitty cat ears, Tabaxi. Me.
Aren't you the darnest cutest little thing?
Don't you call me cute.
You're so cute.
Oh boy.
What brings you to these parts?
I do not know. I was found on the beach.
As you're talking to her, a couple, 2 other older patrons inside are looking at you very curiously because nobody's ever seen anything like you around these parts, and they're like looking you up and down. So what brings you to these parts?
I do not remember. I was found on the beach, unconscious, and my 2 friends. And he looks around. Have they walked into the tavern yet?
I don't know. Did they find out where the tavern was? Oh, me and
I'm taking my sweet time.
Beer's getting warm. Throw an intelligence check, apparently, is what Jugan's saying.
Roll intelligence check, see if you got it, because you're not from here, and the person was kind of like,
Oh,
Did y'all roll?
oh, I have to make an intelligence check. Okay, my bad.
You
Oh
want
my
us both to roll one?
gosh.
Uh,
Well, one of y'all can roll with advantage.
I already rolled once. I have
Okay,
to roll again.
roll with an advantage.
No, you go ahead and roll since he's already rolled once. So now, Kyle, you can roll one.
The
second
no better.
Oh,
So Kyle, go ahead and roll one.
Okie dokie.
Can we take a moment to pause and say, first natural one of the campaign, not even 10 minutes in? We're all screwed.
Oh,
I'm totally gonna make it to session 3.
I got an 11.
Shit.
As you
We're so bad.
We take a wrong turn somewhere, but we end up there.
Swift, you kind of look out the doors because it's kind of like a Western type bar or doors, like the swinging doors. You see your 2 companions kind of like, what now? What did he point at?
Ah, Greaves! Us! Over here! These are my 2 friends. They found me on the beach.
Is he in trouble?
Did y'all go in yet?
I'm gonna peek in the door.
Yeah, I'll peek in as well, hearing the cat rambling.
Is he? I'm gonna say it out loud. Is he in trouble?
Is he? Yeah, is he in trouble? Or is
Where'd you find a creature like this?
On the beach.
What beach?
I
Back
picked him
in-
up at a shelter.
What's a shelter?
We were supposed to have met in Baldur's Gate, not the shelter.
Oh,
That's where y'all got the
I'm-
job from in Baldur's Gate.
yeah. His little fox is there. He like scratches the fox. He's emergency rations.
Oh, Mark.
You can visibly see Az try not to laugh for a second.
He's completely
what,
serious.
Hey.
what is this
All right.
emergency rations you speak of?
It's a very important job.
You don't want to know.
I don't like it.
You could have another job.
Kill fox?
No, it's called
Primary
dinner.
rations.
Anyway,
What brings y'all to this part?
yes. As can you show her the paper? I don't know. where it
I'll
is.
walk up and lay the paper down and show her the job contract and be like, we're looking for and recite the name on the contract.
Hillen Trollbane is the name. So you know,
Hillen?
write that down. Hillen Trollbane is the one that's issuing for this job.
Trollbane.
Yeah.
Got it.
Trollbane.
You just missed her? She went to go talk with the town leader at her place, because that's where she's staying in town because the inn's closed.
Oh,
The inn's closed.
Yeah, the day of vanishing, we lost that person.
So who's running the place now?
No one. It's closed down. The person
Isn't this this is a tavern. This is not an inn. Okay, never mind.
yeah, this is my tavern. This is the Lucky Lair.
Would you happen to have any rooms here?
No, this is just a tavern.
would you know where we could find some rooms?
Well, the inn was called Ramshackle, but the owner, like I said, vanished on the day of vanishing.
But the whole building disappeared?
No, the building's still there. It's just closed up. The owner is no longer here. They use it as like storage now.
Yes, Kitty.
I can get us in.
That would be breaking and entering.
I'm
Only
gonna
if it
turn
is
to
got-
Graves and be like,
What?
so what if the lady that we're looking for is meeting with the town leader? What if we just ask the town leader if we can use the inn?
We could. The cat trying to break in.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid.
I look over at the black cat, who he has yet to have named other than Cat. Next time.
Well, if you're looking for the town speaker, basically, are you from these parts at all?
No, we're not. We just arrived in town.
All right. Well, there's 10 towns. Each town has their own fancy name and their own leader. We call them speakers. Each town has a town speaker. If you need help getting shown around, and she gestures to the tall one in the corner. Lauren, would you like to introduce your character?
Sure. So if you look over in the back corner, I guess you will see a very tall woman wearing not a lot of the warm clothes that you see the rest of the townsfolk wearing, and you'll see that her skin is a kind of a slate, kind of pale gray, and she's got blue tattoos on her face and arms, and you see that even when she's sitting in her chair, she's sitting, a good foot taller than everybody else in the room, and looking a little statuesque.
I
She's
whisper
one of
over to
our,
Az. Is she okay?
Well, she points her. It's like, she's from around here. She's from up in the mountains. She helps us locals track through the mountains where they need to go anywhere. She knows the land pretty well, and she could be probably a good guide for outsiders and probably protect whatever that little kitty might get eaten from out in the woods or something. So that's a good
You think-
one.
You think he can't go get eaten?
As she leans in to pet your tabaxi.
I
because-
just flash her my steel, and by my steel I mean my tiny little dagger at my waist.
Hey,
This one knows how to protect oneself.
And she flashes her 2 scimitars. Says, I concur. You're still so cute.
Don't touch me.
Okay. But anyway, you can go talk to her, and
Thank you.
she might can help show you around.
I'm gonna take my cat now.
What
Come
what have I told you about calling me your cat?
Well, what do I call you then?
You just call me cat.
Oh, true.
Or
Come on.
whatever you want to call me, as long as we agree.
All right. Emergency rations. Let's go talk to this person. Az, you want to come meet a new friend?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Do we see the beer sitting there?
Oh yeah, do we see the beer that he ordered for us?
I don't know. Where'd you put the beer?
I put it right in front of me. If we were
Yeah,
standing
you
up at the
beer.
bar, I would have ordered it
He
up
just
at the
thought he
bar.
bought like 3 beers for himself.
Yeah,
I guess.
I put them out there, and yeah, I figured that they would just deduce the math.
Yeah, Az is just gonna slam one back before we go.
He'll drink it slowly. He can't digest that as well as he used to. Anyway, wait a minute. Never mind.
Mine was pretty much halfway finished by the time they got there, so yeah, I'm just about finished as was gulping the last of his down.
Take it slow. Take it slow. You have a small body. I don't want you to like tripping all over the place.
This one can handle his alcohol.
Oh, me. It's
Oh,
okay.
boy.
I guess I have to take your word for it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about your little cat friend.
Oh. he completely misunderstands it. He's like, oh, right. I look around. Is there, other than the giant in the room, are they all older people?
Not all older. It's just like you, at first glance, you think they're older because they've been living in this harsh weather and they're completely bundled up most of the time. Like, it's kind of hard to tell distinct features. And then it's just like run down. Like, they're like so over it all.
I look over at Az. I think the guild's trying to tell me to retire. I don't want to live in this home.
Well, let's not do that then. Let's get
don't like the
ourselves a
cold.
guide and get the hell out of here.
Yes. Excuse me, miss.
Yeah, she'll turn to you and stand up, and you'll see that she is now 7'6". Sorry, that took a moment to convert. And she'll look down at you and say, "Yes."
As being about 6 foot tall, cranes his neck upwards and goes, "Oh."
Graves does the same. He's pretty tall too, but he's like 6'5". He looks up like, oh.
The tabaxi over here is like 5'1", and he's like, "Oh, you're tall."
Yes, I am. Can I help you?
Yes, can I ride on your shoulders?
I do not know you. Sorry.
Az will put his hand on the tabaxi's head and just kind of push down slightly and then pull out the contract and be like, "We're looking for Helen Trollbane, and we were told by the barkeep that you would be a good guide to be able to help us traverse these tough terrain."
Traverse? She probably just jumps over it.
She'll reach down and take the piece of paper that you just held out, and she'll look at it. You don't really know if she's actually reading it or not, but she'll make some yes. I know of. Do I know of Helen?
Yes, you know she's been tracking this cold-blooded killer that's been going around killing people. She's actually approached you before about it, but it didn't interest you much.
Yes, I do know Helen. Yes, she is. Is she a dwarf?
Yeah, she's a dwarf. Basically, like an older retired bounty hunter. You know her as a retired bounty hunter. She is definitely a dwarf.
Yes, she is a very talented dwarven woman. Yes, she has. I know her. Yes. Would you like me to take you there, to her?
Yes, please.
If you wouldn't mind.
Yes. And how will you be paying?
Don't look at me. I need all the gold I can keep.
Graves will go down. Oh, I don't mind. Why does my bag feel lighter? That's weird. That's why I had more on here. I'm probably just getting old. I can give you like 5 gold for the trip if it means all the same.
Oh yes, that will be fine. And she'll gracefully accept.
Yeah, he'll give them the 5 gold in the beginning.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes. And you are looking for her why?
Oh, we have a job to do.
Is it the same job that she offered me before?
I don't know what she gave you as a job, but we would have to meet her first.
Yes. Yes, I can take you, or we can stay for food. I do not know if you have been on the road for long.
He looks a little like worried, and he looks over at the tabaxi. I'm not sure he's good around people.
What do you mean?
He looks like animal. Animals are fine. Yes, good animal. It is
Sure.
question. Yes.
Yes, he is an animal.
Yes. And she's
an
good.
animal in battle.
Good being a relative term, we haven't entirely exhausted our resources to figure out how good he is.
Yes. Believe it or not, he used to be a cat that was cursed by a wizard. Now he talks.
Oh, that is quite the story.
Wait, was I? I was?
Yes, you were.
Oh, you know who I am. This is so perfect.
Yeah, we will talk about it later. This is not the right time. But yes, I could fill you in on all the details after we find this dwarf.
Yes, well, yes. How about we sit and have food, and you tell me who you are. I'm interested in tiny cat person.
Sure.
So is everybody else in the tavern. They have not taken their eyes off the tiny cat person.
I all of a sudden become very, very conscious of this and be like, what are you all staring at?
It is okay. I am much drawn attention myself. So it is nice to have someone else to stare at. Yes.
I'm sorry. Can you sit back down? My back is killing me.
Yes. Sorry. Yes. And she'll sit down. She's still, half foot taller than you.
The tabaxi
I
sits
guess
at the
that
table and
works.
puts his feet up crisscrossed on the table.
Az, would you like anything to eat?
Oh yeah, I'll go order some food, and I'll walk up to the bartender and order some food for everybody.
Give me a perception check.
A perception check.
Oh, thank God I didn't go.
I have a +0.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, you should've asked me.
11. 2 11s in a row.
Should have asked me. I would have got you all covered.
As you notice, the two older fellas that was eyeing down your little tabaxi says, that reminds me, Frostchat has ruled this land long ago. The leaders of Grass meet on top of a hill, west of the settled disputes. Their thrones still set rest high on the hill. You hear that, them talking to each other.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that last little bit?
Frost giants ruled this land long ago. Their leaders, Jarrells, would meet atop of a hill west of the settled disputes. Their thrones still rest on top of the hill. You just hear this as they're saying, as they saw the capacity. He said, this reminds me of the hill giant. Or, I'm sorry, frost giants.
He'll just kind of, as will nod his head to himself and proceed on as he just kind of takes note of the information.
Everything all right, Kitty?
No.
What's wrong?
I don't know if I in character heard that, so I can't say anything.
No, you did not. As he's going to get the drinks or food or wherever he's going to get, he hears that from the two patrons that were looking at you that sat back down under the table.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, no, I was more or less, this was just me thinking Okay, how do they, like, out of character, how do they think that a cat looks like a frost giant? Me, cat, frost giant.
Well, thankfully you did not hear that team in question that.
Yep.
As you walk up to a bar to order some drinks, super old, like he looks really old, like older than your buddy over here that's missing an eye, comes stumbling in, like looks like he's been drinking, but you're not quite sure. You're like, he doesn't have very good balance, and he starts walking up to the bar. Laban, would you like to introduce your character?
You see a big burly kind of man, like muscular, gray beard, gray white hair. He's got like his soldier jacket on. He's carrying a bow and like some rabbit pelts on the side of his hip and a big ass sword.
And Measure of Dawn, you would know this person is one of the I hate to say homeless, but what's homeless type persons that just
Hermit.
you see them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And as he walks up, he kind of stumbles into you onto the bar.
I'll just kind of like help him sit on the bar and be like, there you go, buddy. Give him a couple of pats on the back.
Why are we being touched?
Because you were stumbling all over the place.
Do we know you?
No.
Please don't touch us.
Does one need to know one to be nice to one?
Please, we don't like to be touched.
Okay, I apologize, and I'll take just a step off to the right. Are you doing you doing okay?
He touched us. He touched us. Why did he touch us?
You're just gonna see Az put his arm on the table, lean back, and just look at Graves with a just shocked look on his face.
Do I notice that look?
It is plastered, like he's begging Graves for help at this point.
Roll me a perception check, see if you notice, because you're kind of focused on the other patrons that were staring at you. So,
Oh, me?
no, the kitty cat.
Oof.
Oh.
That's an 11.
You're,
So many 11s.
at this point, you feel kind of awkward, I would say, and you're just kind of like keeping yourself hiding behind Graves. So you don't see him. Just look.
I turn and I pretend like I don't know him. I turn away from him the same way he turned to me, and I don't know him. So tell me about where you're from. What's your name?
You're talking to me?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yes. My name is Measure of Dawn. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Measure of Dawn.
How much does that weigh?
I do not understand the question.
Neither do I. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, you may call me Measure of Dawn.
How about I just call you Big?
It is accurate, but you may call me Measure of Dawn.
Okay.
Yes.
God, that's a lot to say. Measure of Dawn.
Yes.
You think that Measure of Dawn is a hard thing to say? Look at your
You
name,
don't even-
Mr. Knight Cleric Graves.
I don't go. That's a title. That's not what I go by.
Your name is Knight Cleric Graves?
No, my name is Graves. Knight Cleric is just what they call me. That's because I'm a holy man in a way.
Yes, okay, I will call you Knight Cleric. It is what people call you. I will call
Yes,
you Knight Cleric.
you are right. Thank you.
Yes, good.
Scale of Dawn.
As y'all having this discussion, the barkeep, which y'all not asked her name or anything like that, she leans over. Salas, what have I told you about coming in here like this?
I brought rabbits to trade us.
Let me see.
Fresh this morning. Make good stew.
A little lingy. They're not plump.
It's cold. Not much grass for them to eat.
Hey, what would you like to eat?
Soup.
And she turns around. He has like a little hearth back there with like wood, and she pours some in. She leans against her. Here's some vegetable soup I made this morning.
Thank you.
Does my character know this Silas?
You just know of him. You don't know his name or nothing like that. You just know he's some crazy dude in town that people kind of like.
Mhm.
Would it be would it be fair to say that did we see him carrying the rabbits and give it to her?
Where did you have him, on your belt?
Yeah, they're hanging on my hip.
Because I believe like AR, it's AR, right? I believe Az and like the group were like near the bar, right?
They're off to the side in the corner where she was sitting.
Yeah, I was the only one near him.
Oh yeah. Considering Az is, look, I like kind of like wave down Az to see if I can get him to come over.
After pretending you didn't know him.
Yeah, excuse me. Sure.
He's gonna
like-
turn. He's gonna see the fact that he's waving at him, turn right back around, and be like, "So, Mrs. Archer,
Yeah.
my name is Az. Sorry for no formal introduction earlier. I would like to buy a round of food for my companions at the table."
Az?
Yes, Az.
Well, I am a Nimsley Huddle. I run this tavern.
Did you say Huddle or Hubble?
Huddle. Huddle.
First name Barsley?
Nimsy.
Nimsy.
Nimsy. And she's also the one that flashed the scimitars at the cat. Out of respect. What he's. Right now we have some vegetable soup that we plucked from the gardens that we could get to grow.
Hey, Az, do they have any fish?
Is
You got that from the table all the way on the side?
What?
Just shouting across the inn or the tavern.
Yes.
Sadly, the trade routes from the other towns, it's hard to get fish down here because I don't know if you saw out there, the water's completely frozen over.
Yeah, it seems like everything's frozen over here.
It's been this way for a few years now, ever since the day of the vanishing.
The day of the vanishing.
Yeah, that's what we called it around here.
What
Sad
what
to-
happened?
Am I close enough to hear that?
You're right next to him.
Okay. That was horrible for us.
What?
Salas, take your soup and go to your corner that we always let you sit at and let you can have your food.
Please don't let his corner
He
be
gets
near
up
us.
and
I was gonna say it's gonna be the
and
exact
moves
corner.
away.
And as he starts walking away, Salas, give me an intelligence check with disadvantage.
Oh,
That's the way your character is.
I got a 1.
A natural one.
That's an unnatural
It was
one.
a 2
Oh,
minus a 1.
Oh yeah, it's a 2 minus a 1. My bad.
Oh, okay.
does that matter?
It's like she points you to where your corner usually set, but you forget that's your corner and you start walking to the corner over there, and you're like awestruck because people are sitting in your corner that you think that is your corner.
Why are they in my place?
Y'all see this old geezer looking person walking over with
Are you all
his
right?
soup.
You're in my place. You're in our place.
He looks behind you. Oh God! I look over at Scale of Dawn. I'm sorry, I have one eye.
I just
Is there
make
somebody
room
with him?
next to you and sit down at your table and start eating the soup.
So
Why are you touching me?
Is he friend of yours? Because he has been around town before.
can I get a picture of how many chairs are at this table first?
I am taking 2 chairs.
I'm taking 2 chairs.
How are you taking
Well, I'm not actually taking 2 chairs, but I'm sitting on the chair, one chair, with my feet crossed up on the table that's in front of said other chair. So if he just sat down in that chair, he's literally staring at my boots.
You wear boots?
He sat down in the chair
My
that
paws.
was previously occupied by Cal.
Oh, okay.
Or I'm sorry, As. And as he walks over, stumbles over there, you asked what the day of vanishing?
Yeah, I was asking Nimsy about the day of the vanishing.
You don't. So you're new in town too?
We showed up less than an hour ago.
Oh Lord, I thought it would have reached outside world at the day of vanishing. Did you see the monuments when you came in town with all the names?
Yes.
Oh,
Were those the people that all disappeared?
let's put it this way. This town used to have 100 people in it. We're now down to 50 people. One day, these balls of energy just showed up through the town, and it affected all the 10 towns. All the 10 towns had this happen to them too. So you'll see monuments whenever you go to the other places too. It's just one day. Like this is pretty much the day the never-ending winter came. It was so weird. These balls of energy went through each of the towns, and all of a sudden it got bigger in it, and just like that, like everybody on one side and then people on the other side of these balls of energy, one on the other side, it just vanished, materialized they're gone, dematerialized. That's why we call it Day of Vanishing, because we don't know what else to call it. The owner of the inn was one of them. That's why it's closed up and we just use it for storage. So also the same day this Salus person showed up in town. Nobody's ever seen him before. The same day he showed up. But
Have you ever thought that there might be a correlation between him and this day of vanishing?
we think the correlation comes with the Frost Maiden, because that's also the same time. Because when that happened, we were all knocked out. We saw everybody vanish, and then we were knocked out, and then we woke up, and there's like 4 feet of snow on the ground and a blizzard blowing, and it's never stopped.
Do you have something I could write with real quick?
Right with?
Yeah, like so I could write.
No.
Oh. Okay.
Don't you have supplies you travel with?
I do. I really wanted to write something down quickly, and rather than digging through my bag, it seemed easier to ask if you had something.
Nah. I don't get that many customers to write down orders or anything, obviously.
Okay. Well, thank you for the information. You've been incredibly helpful. I would love to take a couple of bowls of those that vegetable soup that you spoke about.
She lays it in front of you. It doesn't smell the greatest because, it's hard like to really get stuff to grow out here. But she's found a way to somehow make it grow. It's nowhere near compared to the other places you've been.
Yeah. And then how much would it be for the couple of pieces?
They'd be about 5 coppers each, please.
I will hand her, because I don't, what is coppers?
It's essentially metric, so
Yeah,
half
so
a
10
silver.
coppers or 1 silver, basically. So if you're buying 3 bowls, it would be like, wait, how many bowls are you getting?
4 bowls, because I'll grab one for measure of dawn
2
as well.
silver, basically. It'd be 2 silver.
Okay, well, I will hand her 2 gold and ask her to help carry some of the extra bowls, because I can only grab 2 of them real well.
Gold.
Yeah, it's also a thank you for.
We hadn't seen gold around here, and only like the wealthiest people have gold. Measure
Rich
gold.
motherfuckers.
Measure gold or measure of dawn is not saying this, so never mind. But she gladly pockets it real quick, and she like hurries and helps you bring it over.
So I have arrived back with some extra food for everybody except for Silas, who
I
has his
look
bowl
over
of
at
food.
the other old
And
man.
she looks down. Silas, this was not your corner.
Why is he here?
Silas.
These are my new friends.
Ah,
Meet
yes. Hi,
friends.
Silas.
Hello, new friend.
Whoa, I'm Silas.
She
Don't
looks.
touch him.
She looks at you guys. He's harmless. He's just an old geezer that showed up, and
I mean,
he's harmless.
I would assume that the 5
I'm
minutes we were
25.
talking. Yeah. I would assume that the
25?
5 minutes.
Have you seen yourself? He claims he's 25. He clearly does not look it. I don't know. And she walked back off to tend to the other patrons.
I would assume over the 5 or so minutes that Az was talking to the barkeep and waiting for the food that we would have kind of probably gotten to know Silas in that 5 minutes. Just a
Yeah,
little bit.
you can go ahead and role play that part out.
So,
Why are
Silas,
you sitting here?
I'm eating my soup.
do you have to eat so loud?
You slurp, that means you like it.
I whisper over to Measure of Dawn.
No,
Old people,
Yes.
right?
no. You
Yes.
burp.
That's a
You
terrible.
burp.
Age is a terrible thing.
I would not know yet, but yes, I assume so.
How old are you?
Oh, I am 35 years old.
No, you're still young. Don't worry.
Yes.
Me too. I'm 25.
That is not the same as 35, but yes.
Old man.
I'm young too, is what I mean.
No,
Old
don't
man,
worry. Trust me. I wish
You
I
are
was young
not
too.
25. If you're 25, I'm 2.
No, you know, he feels 25 in spirit. I understand that completely.
No, I am really 25. We are
Mike.
25.
Why do
Because-
you keep saying we?
Because they're my friends, right? See him?
He like realizes, oh, this guy's crazy. Yes, I see them. They're nice people.
I do the same thing. I humor Silas's.
I do not see multiple people.
He haunts me.
He what?
He haunts me.
Who's he?
What's his
I
name?
am wearing his jacket. I stole it from his dying body.
Maybe that's why he's haunting you.
But he no longer needs it.
Maybe if you take it off, you'll stop being haunted.
But it's
Yes,
cold
well-
outside.
It is very cold. You should not take off clothes outside.
Speaking of cold, how does one acquire some more warm clothing? Even my fur is not keeping me warm.
Well,
You skin
I
rabbits.
Would I know of like a provisioner around here?
A what?
a provisioner, like a shop that sells warm clothes?
They all should already have warm clothes as part of the starting inventory. Yeah, the
Oh
little,
yeah. Rip.
Yes, I think you have some. You are carrying them in your bags or not?
y'all should be bundled up. If they're not, you should be making Constitution saving throws right now.
Oh, I'm bundled. Don't worry.
I forgot that we all got warm clothes in session 0. Rip. In my defense, I was sitting in my car about 5 kilometers away from home to be on that call. So.
Yes, y'all should have the warm clothing that I showed you guys. It's like snow boots.
Yeah, I totally remember to put that in my inventory. Yes.
Okay, well, I can still save this. Swift would still really like to know how to get warmer because it's still cold.
I mean, you're a furry cat. Should help, right? I don't know. I don't know how cats work. In this, your cat work, I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
Yes, you can eat some soup. It will be warm. You will stay warm.
Is the soup warm
As
now?
y'all talking, this soup is getting
Soup
rapidly
is good.
cold.
Eat it while
I thought
it's
this.
hot.
I thought this was the role play before. Like,
Yes, this is the
I
role
showed
play
up with
before.
the soup.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You're right. Thanks for reminding me. About this time, as y'all are y'all done talking to each other, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And she walks over and she says what she says to Salas, and there you go. As she turns around to handle other patrons.
I
So
got soup.
as Measure of Dawn takes her soup, she'll try to do this, discreetly, but she'll actually like take the biggest chunk of food from inside the bowl and put it underneath the table.
Do you not like vegetables?
Oh, vegetables are delicious. Yes, I love vegetables.
If you think I'm eating off
Why
the
would you-
floor,
Put the.
Oh, yes, Nieva. And then you'll see this little scurrying from underneath the table, and a little white fox is gonna dart out, and you'll see that it's biting onto the piece of vegetable. Yes, good girl. Yes.
And,
And
as
you
you,
just
just you see another gray fox jump up. She's already made a friend.
and you see the tabaxi just jump out of a seat and
Hey, relax.
Sit down and eat your vegetables.
Nieva, back under the table. Yes.
She runs back under with the other fox.
You are carrying fox as well?
Yes.
Which?
That's mine.
Oh, how young is it?
I believe he's gonna be 3 this year.
Oh,
I remember.
Nieva is also 3.
No, what a coincidence. That is actually a coincidence for anyone
Yes, it is.
wondering.
Lady Dawn, I'm sorry. I'm
Your
not
Measure of Dawn. Yes.
Oh, measure of Dawn. I'm sorry that I reacted that way. I'm still not used to these other animals.
He's not
It
house
is-
trained.
What is house training?
I just stare at Graves with this, like, the evilest glare that a cat can give a human and be all like, you better watch it or I'm gonna bite you.
I can train for houses. Do not worry. I am very good with animals.
That's wonderful.
That will be absolutely helpful.
It really will be.
You will be well trained. Do not worry.
Oh,
In Blitz?
In houses, apparently, is what I am training.
Yes, house training. I could definitely use some house training for the cat.
Is the house training a form of blade work?
I
It's
am
a
not
form of
sure
martial
entirely.
art.
Yes.
Takes a lot of concentration, a lot of hard work, but you'll eventually get it one day. And maybe
Good.
it'll help you remember your memories.
Ah, yes, that would be nice.
It would be.
you never know.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
you were
start-
a house cat.
I'm gonna start eating my soup and glare over at Az this time.
Do you like a cat?
No, I'm using a spoon. At least I'm trying to.
If
I
he's
was
gonna
wondering.
glare at me, can I glare back and try and intimidate him?
Roll intimidation check.
What do I got to roll?
19 plus 5, 24.
Apparently, Az got some demons inside of him or something.
What would be the counter to intimidation check?
A wisdom save, I guess.
Yeah, let's do a wisdom save. Yeah, sounds good.
Yep, that's not enough.
I
would never have been able to beat it.
Probably not. I didn't think so. Is that a 20? Was that a natural? No, 19.
No, that was a 15.
We hadn't had a natural 20 yet, so he looks very intimidating to you. So what would
I rolled a 15.
What would you do?
Well, I guess I would just quickly avert my eyes, and you'll kind of just see him shake a little bit and start burying his face in his soup. Literally, he's like an inch away from the bowl.
He's just kind of like he's kind of the cold shoulder looking away from you, like visibly like not completely frightened of you, but he's just like, okay, I'll shut up now.
As soon as he recognizes that, he's just gonna take a sip of the soup and turn to Graves and go, "It's good soup."
And as you're all drinking this soup,
taste buds work?
you can quickly tell this soup is getting cold real quick.
This soup
do
has
like
no
anything.
fish. How am I supposed to keep my strength?
I don't know where we can get fish for you. I'm sorry. Do you eat anything other than fish?
I mean,
There is lake. Is there no fish?
Well,
somebody
we could
said, "Oh,
break the
wait.
ice.
Did you actually say in character to us that there was no way to fish on the lakes because they were full of ice, or is that an out of character thing?"
Nimsy said that to Az.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and as soon as the fish is brought up, he'll relay that. Miss Nimsy told us that there's not really a way to get fish around here, given the frigid tundra.
No, not to interrupt or anything. Are we just gonna let this person sit at our table, talking to himself? He's starting
Why
to
not?
mumble, and I'm starting to be afraid.
He does not harm anyone. I have seen him around. He is harmless, transient. Just
Tell that to the rabbits.
I'm gonna lean over to Graves and whisper in his ear and be like, "You should tap him on the shoulder and ask him his name."
I look at Az. I look back at him. Well, I'm already old. What do I got to lose, right? I tap him on the shoulder. Excuse me.
Yes, old man.
He looks offended. I look way better than you. Thank you. very
Has a
much.
stifling laughter at this point.
Excuse me,
It's what I call him too.
sir. I
Yes.
would appreciate it if you know.
Older sir.
Listen, I still don't believe you're 22.
25.
Whatever. I don't even remember my own how old I am. Why the hell do I remember your age? How do you deal with old people? No,
Wait.
I don't understand this.
If you don't
You're
remember,
pretty easy to deal with, so
Well, obviously, look at me.
how old are you?
25.
No, not you. The other old one.
Oh, I'm 72.
72.
Yes.
How did you become so old without dying?
You're about to be 6 feet under.
Well, first you have to lose an eye
Mm-hmm.
and pick up a cat. Use the rest of its 9 lives as much as you can. Find somebody that is willing to talk to the old people, like Az,
Mm-hmm.
and then end up in a shithole like this.
and quickly, how long have I known Graves and Az for? That's the only thing we never talked about.
I was supposed to figure that on your own. I didn't care.
I know.
Yes,
that's
we
why
did.
I'm-
we brought it up.
Let's say a couple months, just so it's like not too familiar, but not too distant. So we've been working together to a degree. I would say about
Yeah.
6 months. taken jobs together. After I probably worked with Az. He were going into adventuring and all that. I could have helped him out, show him the ropes. Then we found the tabaxi and decided to get a carry on. It's okay.
Adopt them together.
We were hoping that he would just carry all of our stuff.
Yeah, really. Honestly, it was like we were planning on training it, but then I gave up because I stopped caring.
I look at Measure of Dawn.
Talking.
I look at Measure of Dawn and tell no, they're lying. If it wasn't for me, Graves would be dead many times.
Oh yes, I can understand that, because for my people, when you get old, you just leave the tribe so that you are no longer burdened on your people. I assume he must be doing that now.
You send them out to die?
They leave so that they are no longer burdened.
Graves can handle his own.
Oh, okay,
let's keep that clear.
So he must be mighty warrior.
Our cat friend over here is the one who tends to get us in trouble.
He can live in my hut.
He has
with
sticky
us.
fingers, sticky palms,
Sticky palms, sticky claws.
sticky claws. No,
And he kind of just brandishes his claws.
And unfortunately, he doesn't exactly have the mouth to back it up.
he's entertaining though. He sings a wonderful song.
Oh crap! I was supposed to have a song. That's right too. We were talking about that.
About this time, since you gave her the gold, she comes like now she's making sure she comes to wait on you more. Did you eat this soup real quick? Cause it gets awfully cold real quick.
Oh, as is done.
Would you happen to have any rationed meat, dried at all?
Let me.
I'm willing to pay. I'm just wondering if you have any jerky. We may need some rations just in case we don't have anyone to sleep tonight.
For sleep, you have to see the town speaker. She's the only place that you can really sleep at. Like I was telling your friend over here that the inn is completely shut down because of the.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking if you have any dried meats that we can take with us.
How much do you need? Because meats are very sparingly out here. It's hard to get food.
He looks over, does a head count. About 4 of them.
Make that 5.
He looks over.
We're paying
Sure.
for your shits now too.
He's where I get the meat from. He's how I get the meat.
Oh,
Well,
You
then
have
he
to-
can
I
go
have a
get
lot
his
more at
own.
my hut. I bring you guys to my hut. We share a nice warm hut and bed and eat meat for
I
dinner.
look at him. I'm sorry. A couple of years ago, somebody asked me to go into the hut, and it never ended well. I said I would never do it again. I can't go to your hut.
It's only half mile from here.
Let's do a silver piece each because it's hard to get, and
That's
he's
fine.
like my only resource.
Just enough for tonight, if that's all right, for each of us.
You ask for like salted meat, whatever.
Yeah, so basically curd meat, dried meat, something that'll last long, even if it's in our bag.
Yeah, yeah. She gives you one ration equivalent of for each, and she says, I need to hold on what little I have left for other patrons because people are starving and stuff."
I understand. How much will it be?
1 silver each.
All right, I'll give her 4 silver. Gotcha, we're good. She'll give it to me, I'm guessing, and I'll pass it out to everyone.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. It's mainly for your fox.
Oh, yes. Nieva would love it.
What about the
Well-
Kit Kat?
I already gave you yours. Stop being greedy.
Okay.
You can have what Nieva does not eat.
Do you think that I will just take the scraps of everything that is not eaten?
Yes.
There is not much food. You probably should.
He just hems and haws and just
It's his kindness.
Do you have any
Yeah.
milk For my cat, for the cat.
I do not drink milk.
What? Who doesn't drink milk? It's good for your bones. It'll help you grow better.
Sadly, like I said, that's part of the issue with the trades.
Mm.
The only reason I have this kind of dried meat that I have now is thanks to Solace here.
Are there no animals in the forest?
You want to risk your life going out in the wilderness?
I've been risking my life all my, as long as I've been born. So yes, I suppose it is cold for normal people to go out there.
You don't understand. It's not normal cold.
There's beast out there.
Right.
That plus blizzards happen randomly. You could call it a blizzard. It's like no amount of furs can help you. It's easy to get lost.
What time is it around now?
Well, if you just ate, I'll say it was probably around 2 in the afternoon.
Do you think this speaker will be free right around now?
I'm not her secretary. I don't keep tabs on her schedule, but Measure Dawn knows where her house is. It's at the end of the street.
Is that also where you said that Helene was as well?
Correct.
Yeah.
It's just while she's in town, that's the only place she can stay. 'Cause like I said, the inn is closed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I appreciate your assistance. Thank you.
Will there be anything else I can get for you?
He looks at the group. Anybody?
Thank you.
Good.
Nope, this one good. And he starts gnawing on his piece of salted meat.
Can I keep him?
No. You might not wake up in the morning if you keep him.
What do you think so freaking poorly of me?
Yes, he
He
can probably
grabbed-
bring more customers in.
He looks at it. He
awesome.
looks at the cat. If she grabs your tail, you're gonna stab her.
Okay, good point. Yeah, you don't want to keep me.
He's not good company.
And he grabs his tail. and
May I
holds it.
suggest if he doesn't remember his name, he has dark fur.
Mm.
He's wearing a big black cloak. Chateau.
Shadow.
That's what I'll call him. Chateau.
I think we should call him Talking Cat.
No one asked you.
You were
Cox
horrible as
and
names.
Cat. Talking Cat.
Salus.
What is your greatest feat, Tiny Cat?
Doesn't remember.
Shadow. Oh, I am very quick with my blades.
Then your name will be Quick Blades.
Ooh, I like this. Quick blades. Shadow quick blades? Yo,
Actually, it doesn't
Quick
sound
blades.
bad. Shadow Quick Blade.
Why does that sound like the name of an edgy teenager?
Oh, it's 100% an edgy teenager name, but that's Tabaxi names though. It's not their fault that Tabaxis are named like that. Giants. Look how she's named.
It's a good
out
name.
of character. Goliaths and Tabaxis are similarly named, usually with a real name, a nickname, and a clan name. Very similar.
Mm. So is your clan name Dawn?
Nope.
Hmm.
Something's got to be secret.
When was the last time you saw the Dawn?
Oh,
This
I have
morning.
no idea. When was the dawn?
Well, yeah, I mean,
I'm a little bit-
it's hard. I imagine it's hard to see through the snow, right? Like it's constantly blizzards around, so you probably haven't
Yeah.
even seen the sky.
Nimsy is still there apparently, so she's like, we haven't seen sunlight.
Oh
since-"
God, you're still here? Scared me.
I asked if y'all need anything else. You didn't say anything.
Oh, take a hint. God.
Nimsy,
I could have
thank you.
sworn that we all
we
said
are
we
okay.
didn't do anything.
He has to like hold
Outsiders are
himself for a
so
second so he didn't
rude.
have a heart attack. He's good.
And she walks off. Whatever.
Sorry, miss. He can be quite rude.
You're so cute, Shadow.
Stop calling me cute.
You are.
I am cat that will slice you to bits.
No, you won't.
No, I'm not saying I will slice her to bits. I'm saying I will slice to bits.
And she quickly flashes her scimitars. I'd like to see you try.
You should be careful of Nimsy. She is also quick blades.
Graves, you wanna put a bet on which one of them would win the fight? I got 2 gold on the bartender.
I agree.
As, come on. We've been together how many months?
She makes good soup. I've
proven myself in battle with my quick blades.
You can't remember your name.
It's not
She's
my
probably
fault.
gonna be like a level 20, like.
I understand that it's
Warrior.
not your fault, but what I'm saying is she's got her name and her blades.
I have name too.
You just
It's
got a
quick
name.
blades. In Shadow. I like both names. I'll keep both.
What would y'all like to do now?
I would probably, take them over to this speaker's house.
Is that what everybody's doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm cool with going there.
Mm-hmm.
Silas will now follow his new friends.
I'm gonna walk beside Measure of Dawn and just keep on glancing up and be like, still very, very bewildered of how tall she is. I've never seen anything so tall in my life that I remember.
As she walks outside, you'll actually see her. She's a little bit slower than everybody else to put on like all her winter clothes. And she actually kind of leaves it a little bit, open at the front as well. It is just down the street. We will find the speaker momentarily.
How long have you been here?
35 years. We had this conversation.
Did we ask that? Did I ask that?
We asked how old I was.
Oh, well, that's different, Like, have you lived here all your life?
Here? No, I lived in mountains most life. I have been helping around the 10 towns for a year or two, maybe.
You alone? You have any family here?
Yeah, I have Goliath tribe, but I have not seen them in 2-3 years. I also have Nieva.
I do not know if I have family either.
No, I know that I have family. I just do not see them.
I do not see them either. That means I don't have family.
Did we hear about this vanishing? Because I know Az heard it, but did we know about the vanishing beforehand or no?
I would say that Az would
No,
probably
you guys
fill
are gone.
Graves in as we're like he'd probably keep Graves to the back and like fill him in on everything.
Mm-hmm. Is this one that? So considering that Az would have told me what he heard from the old lady earlier, so is that when happened when you lost your old tribe?
Yeah, the day they call the day of vanishing. It happened 3 years ago. Many lives were lost. They estimate almost exactly half. We do not know what happened.
Was any body sound or anything?
No. I was there for one person being vanished. They. I know. She gets a little bit quiet. They.
Well, feel no need to continue if you don't want to.
It is okay. They just turned to ash.
We
Az,
were
have you
there
heard of any
too.
magic like that?
They look like ash. It's the only thing you look like they turn to ash, but then doesn't really turn to ash.
Az, have you heard of any magic like that? You're well versed in these things.
I definitely know that some magic could do that, but I don't
On a
I
scale.
don't know.
Sorry, on a
That
scale
would-
as big as this.
That would have to be on the scale of gods. I would assume to take half of the people from 10 towns. I mean, there's no way to tell how many people exactly disappeared.
More than just 10 towns. Half the Goliaths Plus, I also assume anybody else living around this area as well.
So everyone in these forests and this continent, I guess. Is it a continent? What is this?
You're like deep in the mountains, like the.
So
Right.
we'll just so in this area, everyone, not just the towns. What about the
Pretty much.
wildlife? Did the wildlife get cut in half as well?
I'm not sure. Do I know that?
Roll me a nature check with advantage because of what you are.
The advantage is control.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
on that.
right click it.
And you said nature?
Mhm.
Ooh, not bad. 15?
That's high enough. Yes, you have recognized that a lot of wildlife went missing. And you have safely deduced that was the cause of it too. Any living being, you have established.
Yes.
You think you don't know for sure, but that's what you think.
I have also been in touch with the nature and the wildlife, and I have also seen that also half of the wildlife have also disappeared. I can trace it back to roughly the same day that I know of.
As a thinking ritual.
That would have to be quite the ritual to be able to do something like that.
Do you
can't
know what
imagine.
could have done this?
Me, no. I've researched many different lost temples and such over the years, but for something to be this controlled on an area, it would have to be an item of either immense power or a person with immense power, or creature, I suppose.
There's
could-
always
It was
the
a monster.
possibility it was people.
That's what I'm assuming. It's a ritual. I can't imagine one creature having this much
Yeah.
power. That'd be terrifying.
It is believed by the people of the 10 towns that it was the god. Her name is Oriel. She is known as the Frost Maiden.
May I make a religion check to see if I know of this god, quote unquote?
What was the name of the Frost Maiden again?
Sure, you can make a religion check.
Would it be
Oriel
a
is
religion, or would it be a history check?
Oriel?
It'd be religion. Be more lines of religion.
Thanks, Az.
Oh,
An
if
11.
you're from here, I say you can make a history check, but
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. At 11, I did not.
you don't know much about her. You just know as she's one of the demigods.
So she's not a god; she's a demigod.
Correct.
Mm.
That's about much as you know about her.
I've heard the name thrown around a couple times, but that's all I really know.
She is known in these parts. I am sure that many townsfolk will be able to explain.
Is she seen as more benevolent, or is she harsher?
Do I know this?
You know what I've told you before, townsfolk.
Yeah, I've kind of forgotten if I know what her alignment is, though.
You know that the townsfolk think she's the reason why it's a never-ending winter and other stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, I do not believe that she is a good god. She is believed by the people to be the cause of the winter that is freezing the entire population.
Well, somebody with divine power could definitely have done it, I suppose, but that's outside of my realm of expertise, I have to admit. Plus, that's not why our job is here. I think we are just coming up on the building.
Oh, yes.
I was just waiting for y'all to let me know when you want to proceed.
Do I
to
see
the
something
next stage.
strange?
What?
Do I see something strange?
Yes, you see a cat that's now twiddling with his blade.
Yeah,
With
you see a
next to
cat.
giant. That's pretty
I
strange.
grab its tail.
Yes, also, my people are not very common around here. I am also very strange.
Do a straight check and
I'm playing with my
Shato,
blade
give
right
me
now, and
a dexterity saving throw. This is how I'm playing it.
Who does?
He's trying to grab
Silas
the
is
tail of
grabbing
the cat.
tail.
Hmm.
you want an acrobatics or a dexterity?
Your choice.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. They're the same.
They kind of are. So
So I'm doing strength.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Rip.
You gotta love when the one thing you're good at, you never roll good on it.
So you roll a 14, he rolls a 13, just enough to beat it. So you reach down and grab the tail.
And I turn on him
Very
so
soft
quick
titty.
and go to throw my dagger at him.
Oh,
Completely, like, not even thinking about it. He grabbed my tail. Instinct is to turn tail and attack. Well,
You actually throwing the dagger.
Yes.
Throw it, or he's close enough to grab it. So are you going to stab him or throw it?
I'm going to stab him, yeah. Like, I'm going to literally,
Roll
like,
an
turn
attack
around
against
and, like,
his
throw
AC.
it into him. Like, point blank range.
Roll an attack with his AC unless somebody else sees it and wants to try to stop it.
I was gonna say, would I be able to see it happening?
Well, what was the marching order?
We didn't roll
You
well.
two were-
well,
I was standing right beside Quick Blades.
Measure is guiding us, so I imagine she'd be in front. The kitty said he was next to her. I imagine I'm behind, right next to Az, and I
Yeah,
guess
we see
Silas
this.
is next to us.
So y'all two see this. So you have a chance to use your reaction to do something. As he's
I use my
rolling
reaction to
it back.
step back 5 feet.
I rolled a 24.
yeah, that's definitely gonna hit him.
I use my reaction to step back a couple feet.
Can I use my reaction to cast shield on Silas?
Yeah, how much AC does it give it?
+5.
Enough.
Yeah, all right.
You'd be wasting it.
He's still just gonna, like, he doesn't know. He's just gonna.
Yeah, I guess at the same time, in the theory, he would also shield of faith, so it would have been like a double layer shield over him to stop the blade from stabbing him in the throat.
So,
Measure of Dawn will just watch this all unfold.
as you y'all see, well, you wouldn't see this because you're in front.
Mhm.
But
She would have
Great.
heard me hiss. I
you
would've-
see Ass cast this magical shield that goes around Silas. It's more like a flickering red, or like more like a flickering red around. Not like you've seen magic before,
Yeah.
but this is you've seen this spell before, but it kind of looks a little weird. But it's not like this. But it kind of looks like more like a reddish gleamish to it. And how much damage does he take?
Well, does he still hit?
Yeah, he still hits.
I don't know why that rolled a 6 as well, but it'll be 2 + 3 for 5. Oh, it's rolling the sneak attack damage. So it's just 5.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. Yeah, he
That
wouldn't
wouldn't be
sneaky.
a sneak, no, because he got the drop
So you
on
take
me.
5 points of damage as you stab into Silas. As you stab, you see this like flicker, almost like
I'm sorry.
like a shadow, like flicker, right?
Yeah.
As you also see like this red barrier that comes up from it. But you may as you get past it. As you stab, you see this like shadow flicker thingy, and almost kind of like he vibrates a little bit or something. It falls right back into him, and you take 5 points of damage
Okay.
as it stabs into you. Some blood starts shooting out. But yeah,
Soft kitty hurts.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you. I'm sorry.
Are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine.
Is he bleeding?
I pull a dagger out of my shoulder
You're not supposed to
and,
pull it out.
hand it back.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
You're supposed to leave it in.
It's okay.
That was a very quick
I've had
blade.
worse.
I told you. I'm quick with my blades. I'm very swift.
Yes, you are Swift. Yes, maybe that is better name.
Oh, swift. Swift blades?
Swift blades. Yes.
as you, y'all doing this outside the speaker's house, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, unfortunately, right? We're trying to make a good impression. We say, you know, she goes outside. Who's knocking on my door? Oh yeah, she sees a tabaxi stabbing some poor guy.
Are
The
you
town
two-
hermit. She sees the tabaxi stabbing the town hermit. Like,
Whose side is she
I mean,
on
she's
though?
not
Is the
outside.
question.
I'm just asking where y'all were at. So
Yes,
I
are you
like-
two finished?
Hey, sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. Master Ratan, forgive me. I'm very, very quick to defend myself, and my tail is a very, very sensitive subject. And he pulls his tail back up and wraps it around his waist.
It is okay. You know, it is good to protect yourself, and survival is important. Old transient man, Silas, your name? Are you okay?
Oh, I am fine.
Do you need some healing?
Maybe later.
Oh. It is impolite to walk into house bleeding. It's
Oh yeah,
I suppose
right.
you are right.
It's really hard to get blood to the carpets.
entirely. And so as
It's
she's
been
saying
so
this,
long since I've been in someone's house. I've got my own manners.
and she'll begin to cast healing word on Silas.
okay, roll. What does that look like to everybody?
She'll actually be speaking in the language of the Goliaths, which is giant, which sounds kind of like a low rumbling, and she'll be weaving her hands about, and you'll just see some of her breath come out kind of in the cold air, and it'll just wasp over towards him.
As she does this, air comes out. It kind of turns into some vines, kind of rolls around his shoulder, and the vines fall off, and all the things left is a little blood stain.
Do you want me to roll for healing? Yeah.
So he knows how much he needs to heal.
Yep.
oh, quite the useful skill
I
there.
get 4.
You gain 4 hit points back.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, staying alive is important.
Very much so, especially when you have someone of your own party, the one who stabs you.
I'm
It
sorry.
happens.
How many more times do I have to say it? I'm sorry. And you kind of
Roughly 30.
This is just a little
And
sensitive.
and literally, I just start saying sorry and counting out loud. Sorry 1, sorry 2, sorry 3.
I pat a cat on head. It's okay.
As
If you
walk
forgive
up-
me, I forgive you.
As you walk up, so run down picket fences, kind of like you could tell it used to be painted white, but you know the weather and it's started to rip apart off of. You see a little sign, town speaker, MC Huddle lives here.
What's her name?
It says the town speaker is a house and has a almost kind of like a mailbox, right?
Yeah.
It's more of a sign. It says who lives there. It says Nipsey Huddle.
I misheard you the first time, and I thought you said MC Huddle, and I
That's
was
what I
like,
heard.
too.
Like MC Huddle? Oh, yo, he's be spitting some bars in here. Get ready.
we're gonna knock on the door, and he's gonna walk out. What's up?
You're gonna hear the bass
Time.
start bumping.
I'm sorry. I totally thought that was the name of the tavern keeper, but yeah.
That's the name that she gave.
Wait. Oh,
That's what
They're
I
both
thought
na-
too. I thought the
is she
barkeep's
the
name
is
was
she
Lindsay.
the is she the speaker?
Are they both okay?
I look at
I'm gonna
Hammer
walk
gone.
up and knock on the door.
Wait,
Is the speaker-
Nimsy had. That's the barkeep's name.
Why would the barkeep send us to our own house?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think I need to roll like a knowledge check or something if I know what's going on here.
You wouldn't know.
Okay.
She did
You-
set us a place to stay at.
Is this the right place?
I believe so. Yes. This is town speaker's house.
Okay. As you're good with people, right?
I'm good
It's
with
just-
people.
He's just gonna knock on the door.
All right. As you knock on the door, we're going to take our break because I need to go to the little boy's room and get some more alcohol for this second part of this adventure.
All right.
Welcome back. As we left off, they just arrived at the town speaker. And they're all kind of thrown back as the name on the sign of this place is the same name they had gotten from the barkeep. So they're kind of confused. Then Az went up to knock on the door. You hear a couple lots undo and open up. You see this little halfling lady open up. It's like, yes, may I help you?
Hello, my name is Az. We came from Nimsy.
Huddle for the town, town speaker of
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
How'd you know?
How'd you know what?
How did you know that she sent us
No, I'm
already?
Who?
And who was the? Did I write down the wrong name?
No, you did not.
This is Speaker of Town.
No,
This is
that is not Speaker of Town. That is Nimsy Huddle. That is the barkeep. You're in the wrong house, Missy.
Oh, you let her fool you. She's so funny.
No.
That's Dane. She likes to tell people that she's me and see if she get away with it. Don't worry about her.
Honestly, well played. He gives it a little
her
little
skill,
clap.
her skills. She has a nice what they call a silver tongue. She's really good.
She just really welcomes you in and then just kind of hits you with the
Good
okie doke.
She has silver tongue. I did not see no silver in that mouth.
Good soup.
What is that?
It's a metaphor.
No. That's a cat?
No, that's my cousin.
Yes, talking cat.
Doesn't he look just like me? He's a little
Oh.
hairy.
Silas, why are you with this? Never mind. What? She's so taken back. Like I said, they never seen it to Batsy in this place. They've never seen one before. They're taken back. She's waiting for an explanation why this creature has no clue she's never seen before in her life, standing on her front porch.
Okay,
Why
I
must
could
everybody look at me like this?
I could see that you are very confused by the Monty crew of people that have just arrived at your door. And I'll pull out the paper for the job, and I say, we were here looking for Hillian Trollbane initially, but we were looking for places to stay as well, and we were told to come visit you about finding places to stay.
Yes. I'll read the description of you. So Nipsey Huddle, the town speaker. She actually pulls out these halfling-sized cookies.
Cookies?
Yep, halfling-shaped cookies. The house is clearly built for humans, but most furniture is sized for halflings. A few beaut chairs for visitors, taller stock. 4 halfling children scamper around the room and climb up ladders into the loft, chasing one another. Wooden swords while firing crackers. They're basically playing around with play swords. She says, yes, she's here. And she's been tracking down this killer or something, and she's trying to find people to help. She sent out jobs to other cities. Well, also, I'm looking for help also for a job, if y'all be willing. Y'all look like you can handle yourselves pretty well.
I'm
and
curious
she
about
handed
one
me
thing.
cookie. She says, our loggers have been terrorized by a white moose. And our beasts have been eluded the and the beast has eluded the hunters that we've sent out to kill it. We depend on the forest for survival. We wouldn't be very good towns. I wouldn't be a very good town speaker to let a dumb moose like better us. Would you help me with that also?
If I may.
Yeah, a big giant white moose.
I grab my bow. You have my bow.
I look over at Silas, considering hitting him, and I wait. No. Anyway, can I see inside her house when she opens the door?
Yeah, it's like a kid. She shoved her 4 kids up to the loft to their room because now she has company. And Helen Tolbane comes around the corner too. You see to the page. Dwarf walk around the corner. Female, like older. Again, Measure Dawn will know this person. She's been asking around town for help for tracking down this killer.
Bane of Trolls, it is good to see you.
What did you say?
Trollbane.
Bane of
Bane of
Trolls.
Trolls. It is good to see you. It is I, Measure of Dawn.
Oh yeah, shit. You're the one that turned me down.
Yes, you did not pay well.
You know you're from around here. You know 100 gold pieces is a lot of money around here.
I do. I am not sure, but
As you can tell, both Az and Graves both perked up very.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, 100 gold? Listen, I'm old, and there's not many things left to life except for, researching old ruins and money. Okay, these are very important to me.
it is so heavy, this sack of gold. I did not want to carry. It is not good payment.
I'll carry.
I could easily
It's
carry
just
that
like,
portal.
Pardon me, where's my man? Please come in. Please come in.
Out of curiosity, how big are these halfling-sized doors that I can crawl through?
That's a good point. Actually,
Just gotta get on all fours.
this is a hobbit
Built
house.
for like normal size, but some of the
Okay.
chairs and stuff are built for more halfling.
Okay.
So you
okay.
still
That's
you
a
still have to
normal
duck a
size
little.
house. It's just some stuff is more.
I just imagine this giant woman trying to crawl into Frodo's house.
Exactly
doesn't
what
look-
I'm about to say. It's like just picture Frodo's.
Yeah.
Frodo's out. Well, yeah. I guess,
Yeah, right. She's like double Gandalf size.
Yeah. Please, ma'am, watch your head. Watch your head.
Yes, I will.
Can I opt in to have a spray bottle to spritz the cat?
I was just thinking the same thing.
I was gonna say before he goes in, can I grab the cloak and be like, "Listen, leave
No stealing.
everything where it is. If you come out with anything extra, we'll let Silas touch your tail again."
Oh my god.
Hands in your pockets. Tie your hands in your tail. And he just gives him a
I would say that for, I guess for. There you go. I guess.
Please come in. She shows you to like the common area where there's like a small hearth and there's a little bit of wood burning.
What's the house like? Does it look like somebody who's well off?
Not well off.
I know. Okay, no. Here's the thing, and I guess this is the way I look at it. If she's willing to offer cookies, which means that she has enough food that she's willing to splurge, why isn't she sharing instead for grapes? He's a lawful person. This person's making cookies. The rest of them are starving outside. So I'm trying to gauge of where
Halfling size cookies. They're like super small.
Halfling size cookie is still, some food that somebody else could be eating. To be fair,
Have you
It's
asked?
still
Does she give them out to people? Have you asked her?
I didn't. I'm just he's gauging the situation. He didn't say anything. He's
Okay.
gauging it.
All right. She offers you cookies. Will you accept these cookies as payment to go deal with this moose for me?
I
Are
didn't-
you
I didn't-
crazy?
I didn't do that. Sorry.
You have my bow.
It is practical food, but I do not know if it is enough to sustain.
What is this job you need of us again?
I'll do it for fish, not cookie.
We both,
Moose meat.
Ah, damn it. Silas, you bastard. What exactly did you want us from the job? Want from us from the job?
which one are you asking?
I'm asking the speaker. What does she want us to do with the like? What does she want us to do specifically? Does she want us to get rid of the moose?
She wants you to take. I want you to take care of this moose because, like, here we make here, hold on a second. They taking the loggers. Because this is a lot, like our town specializes in logging industry, like building houses and stuff. So when we go out to get these trees, this big white moose, like super large, just attacks our people. When we like, I told the other 10 towns, don't worry, we'll get some because we'll handle it. I'm like every time we send hunters out, they get chased off by this white moose.
I understand what you're saying. Do you
Are
want
these
it dead?
hunters skilled?
We don't have very. Have you looked around town? We don't have that many people.
My question is, do you want this creature dead? Or do you just want to chase
Dead?
it away?
Dead, killed. We can't just away. It always comes back. It's like it seems to always know where our loggers are at.
Well, I would.
You shall make moose jerky then.
How large is this moose?
That's a good question, actually. How big? Has she seen the moose?
Have I seen this moose?
Have I seen this moose?
Have y'all went hunting for this moose? Probably not.
So, sorry. My next question would be to her. I'm assuming you don't have much coin to pay with. Is that right?
Not much coin. How about this? I'll let y'all use. Since I'm sure you heard about our inn, right?
Yes.
I give you the deed to the inn, and you can use it as a resource.
Property.
Done.
Property
Let's
is
do.
always
Let's
good.
go. Let's get
Property is always
moose
good. I'll take property.
And the cookies.
and the cookies And
the cookies
fish.
for the giant woman, please.
and fish.
The moose meat.
He looks up at Measure Dawn. You are a lady, yes?
Yes, yes, I am, lady.
I thought so. Yes. And the cookies for the lady, please.
And fish.
There's no fish.
Moose meat. Good.
Little quick
yeah,
plates. You
And
would
then,
like
Yellow
moose.
Trouble, and she's like, when y'all here to see me?
No, we were actually here to see the. Oh, is that the dwarf talking?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Actually, we are here to see you. Hi.
Do
but
you
you
have
know,
fish?
more work the merrier. The better your community will be, right?
Okay.
You are here from. We're here for you mainly. The moose can be dealt with while we do your job, if we can. But your job takes much more priority.
All right. So I'm a retired bounty hunter. I've been tracking this person's been killing in cold blood. The fifth of the sea as she
Cold blood.
goes. Huh?
Nothing.
Okay. The fifth of the sea
I think I
kills-
know what you said.
What?
Nothing. I was talking to Gaz.
What are you?
Why
He was
does
cursed by a
everybody
hag.
keep asking this? I
He's
am
a human. He was
Tabaxi and
cursed by a hag.
Cat.
That's why he looks like that.
Why
You
has
tell
no
many
for
different
Goblet?
stories about
She
the
grabs her
cat.
goblet and takes a swig of meat.
Why does nobody know what
Hands,
Tabaxi?
Shadow, hands.
Put him back in his waist.
I look at him. It's just because you're so special.
Clearly.
Yes, you're very, very special.
So you here for the job that I sent out?
Yes. I do
Yes,
that.
yes, yes, yes.
I'm around here. What's your name?
No, stop.
Ooh,
Nobody answers the question. Why do people keep asking about the Tabaxis? Graves, shut up.
You are what?
Tabaxi.
What is that?
Me.
Swift,
I'm Tabaxi.
let me simple. How many other Tabaxis have you seen here?
What's a tabaxi?
1 second,
that's-
madam.
Me. 1. None. 0. 1. 1. 1.
So you saw one other Tabaxi besides yourself.
Oh, no. 0.
That is the point.
But why?
There
That's
are
what I want to know. Why?
Zero- because there are 0 other ones here.
But
You
why?
are the only one. Because we brought you with us.
I had to be born from somebody. Why am I only one here?
Because we brought you with us and there are none other here. It's as simple as that.
He just storms away.
You could hear him like as is like you could see him. He's just like
Excuse me, who's the leader of this band?
Yeah, I am leader.
Oh, measure.
I look
me?
at the
I
giant
am
woman.
second leader.
Az is gonna turn around and be like, she's the guide.
She's our guide. There's no leader.
I will lead them where they need to go. It is not. Is that not
Ah.
definition of leading?
I forget.
So
that
you
giants
change
are
your mind
very
about
vulnerable.
accepting the job?
Yes, I will accept job.
What changed?
Well, they said they would carry the gold.
I
Like you can picture like smoke coming out of her ears right now. She's just like, okay.
Miss Trollbane, me and you, let's go. I got this. Let's talk. Where you've been hunting this killer, killing in cold blood. We are here to come solve this problem.
Okay. I think I know who it is. I've been tracking him for so long. Sepik Caltro.
one more time.
Sepik Caltro.
Okay. And what makes you think that this person is the killer?
She just said she's been tracking him.
Well, no. She thinks that this person is the killer. She didn't say that she knows this person is the killer. She thinks this person is the
Here's
killer.
what I know. He works for a small traveling merchant company called Torgs,
Okay.
owned and operated by a shady dwarf named Torga Icewind.
Okay.
In other words, Sepik gets around. He's charming. He makes friends easily. He's also Torga's bodyguard. So I'm guessing he's good with a blade. His victims come only in 3 towns. Towns that sacrifice people to the Frost Maiden on nights of a
Sorry,
new
what?
moon.
They do what here?
These towns, they sacrifice people to the Frost Maiden, the one that, brings the never-ending winter.
You guys partake in sacrifices?
Oh, we do not. Not in this town.
This is a common occurrence here.
Some towns choose how they pay. How should I say? Pay
Respects.
worship, respects, or what's the word?
They are doing for appeasement of the goddess.
Yes. Appeasement.
I see. And how do you know how they select who gets sacrificed?
Let's see. Like I say, it comes from the 3 towns that sacrifice people to the Frost Maiden on nights
Oh.
of a new moon. It has to be a new moon for them to do these.
Okay.
This is what passes for civilized behavior in Icewind Dale. maybe the victims found a way to keep their names from the drawings. Septic found out they were cheating, so he killed them. Maybe, or just maybe, Septic is doing the Frost Maiding's work. I don't know. I followed towards Pretend Day as it moved from town to town. Quite a devious little enterprise, I might say. But it's not my concern. What struck me is how comfortable Sefik Caltro looked in the weather. No coat, no scarf. Kiss of the Frost Maiding, indeed. I will pay 100 gold pieces to apprehend Sefik Caltro, ascertain his guilt, and deal with him preferably without involving authorities. When the job is done, you can turn to me and collect your money.
I would like to make an insight check on her.
Roll an insight check.
Because she's sus. She's so sus. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's just the way you're saying it or she just sounds super. That's going to be a 26. I don't know how high. That's right. Because I have expertise in
as far as you know of her, you can't tell that she's lying about anything, and Measure Dawn can confirm because this is pretty much the same spill that she was. Well, no, actually, no, you didn't get that far. You turned down the job outright. Mm-hmm. Never mind. Mm-hmm. So, as far as you can tell, I mean, you don't know much about her because nothing gives away that she's lying about anything.
Mainly, does it at least to the way she sounds, does she sound like she's not does it sound like she's withholding information, as I'm saying? Because there's a difference between lying and omitting information. Does it sound like she's omitting information? Like she doesn't want to say certain things that she is thinking?
No, nothing like that.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
Like you can tell she's willing to answer any questions you might have.
When is the next, was it full moon?
New
moon. When is the next new moon? Do you know?
I'm not good with the weather. It's hard to tell because the weather it's hard to tell.
That's a good point. With the weather, how do they know when it's a new moon?
Like I said, these towns, the three towns, Brinsander, East Haven, and Targos are the three towns he's doing these killings in. They're the ones that are the ones that sacrifice to the Frost Maiden. They have some kind of calendar or something mapped out. I'm not sure. I'm not from there, so.
Well, I think that's been a lot of information. I appreciate that. Is anybody else wants to ask something?
I'm just curious if I would know this. Well, actually, two things. Would I know when the next new moon is? Because just of the type of druid that I am, and also, do I know of this Torga?
You've heard of Torga. She's one of the traveling merchants that you don't know specifics on how she gets her goods, but you know she travels between each of the towns periodically. But you know she marks up her prices on stuff she sells, like furs, meats, stuff like that. General survivability equipment. She's like a traveling merchant shop, basically. You know she has like bodyguards and people that work for her.
Yeah, Helen, Bane of Trolls. Where is Torga now? Do you know where they are?
I have no clue. Maybe you can ask around town. They don't have a set schedule, you know, especially with the weather.
Of course, yes.
I just know that he's her personal bodyguard. And you remember Tori? She's the shield dwarf, and she always has a big shield.
Yes, I've seen her around.
Why does traveling merchant have shield?
Why do you carry a blade?
To defend myself? To
Exactly.
kill the enemies that grab my tail? Looks over at Silas.
I think you're being a little specific, but
Staring at your tail.
roughly the same thing. Protection. Everyone carries some form of weapon nowadays.
Do you accept that?
But the merchant with bodyguard, why would they need shield? Isn't the bodyguard shield?
But what if they get past the shield? Second shield. 2 shields are better than 1.
Yes, see, Silas? 2 shields better than 1. You should carry shield.
Speaking of which, Kitty, you usually have a good nose for these things. What do you think?
Grabs the handle of the big sword. Just need this.
We're in someone's home, Silas. Please don't.
I was just pointing it out.
Well, you see, I think... And you start to see Swift get very, very serious, and he starts to ponder. I think we need more information, for sure. I think we need to definitely, ask around.
I agree.
It's hard to come up with any and he goes back to pondering.
Perhaps the other Nimsy will know where it's going.
Yes, maybe. Think measure of done. If the other Nimsy is not going to forthrightly tell us her name, why would we trust anything else she says?
Yeah. The other Nimsy has always been honest and serves food. I have had never a problem.
And plus, you
He
must
would not
consider
tell us
we
her
are
name.
not from here, so they could be on defense towards strangers. So, not everybody's willing to have, extra mouths to feed, especially in these winters.
Well, let's go and find the Torga and the bodyguard and get to the bottom of this and ask some questions.
Wait, did we get to know what town they're in, or are they in this town?
We still don't know what town they're in.
That's what I'm saying. Is we need to start asking questions and then go and find Torga and the bodyguard.
This Nimsy did not know, so I suggest we ask the other Nimsy to know where Torga is going.
And the second thing was, did he mention if you were able to tell what phase of the moon it's in?
He didn't say yet.
Give
me a nature check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage, okay.
Yeah. Just because the way the weather is and all this, and or other stuff I'm not going to say.
I got a 2.
Oh, Jesus.
For
any day now.
Why you have no disadvantage, I will not say.
Yeah, I do know it will come soon.
That's
within 4 weeks at least.
It's okay, Messer of Dawn. We can't all be quick at our fields of study.
Yes, thank you.
So, will you also be handling the white moose problem too?
How
Yes.
far away is this white moose?
It's just outside in the woods up north.
You say a couple days.
How long would it take us to get there?
Oh, it's just to the woods to the north of the town.
I think she means literally the woods to the north of the town.
I think it'd be quick. It'd be a good idea to get rid of that, because then that gives us the deed to the.
I will say this: we're definitely going to take the moose job, but if possible, I would like to get the deed to the building beforehand, so we can at least have someone to stay while we're doing this job for you.
You can stay here. I have extra rooms.
The cat likes to scratch up the furniture. I don't
You
want to
stay in my hut. It's a lot on the way.
I'm sorry if I have bad nightmares in my sleep and I scratch, okay?
He tears up the furniture. I'd hate to, ruin your new. I am literally trying to not sleep in this house tonight. He is doing everything he can to convince her otherwise.
And I'm also doing the same thing by
the place is disrepair. It needs to be repaired.
Is there a ceiling? Is there a roof? I mean,
Yes, but it has to be cleared out for. We use it for storage. Just other people's stuff, and I can't just allow you in there yet.
well,
We can start working on clearing it out for you, but I can't give you the keys. Yeah, no.
well, if you wouldn't mind writing a written agreement and signing it for me, stating that you would be willing to give me the deed if we complete this job for you, then I would be happy to do the job for you.
So my word is not good enough?
No, it's not.
nope.
I am been living my life as a person who does jobs for a living. I'm sorry, but
She didn't ask for a job for her.
he has her paperwork for her job, and he could show it. Everything that I do goes through the guild for the most part. I'm willing to help you, but if you won't sign this, I can't agree. I can't risk my teammates' lives for something that's not guaranteed. I'd be willing to roll a persuasion check if I need to, but
Yeah, sure. Roll a persuasion check.
come on, I need something good tonight. Okay, a 17. Take a 17.
She's like, I'll sign paperwork.
Appreciate that. I know that it may be.
What you have there is just her job posting. It's not like an agreement. Just letting you know that. But it's fine. I'll sign whatever you want me to. She quickly.
Don't worry, I'll make her do the same thing if it's not a written agreement that she'll pay me 100 gold at the end of it. That's a lot of money. You don't just say that number with not taking it.
Like I said, I have plenty of space for y'all to stay tonight for a safe place. You do not want to go out there at night.
I promise you, you will not get an ounce of sleep if I have one of my nightmares.
Can come stay in my hut.
We're not staying in your hut. I'd rather stay here. I would love to see the rooms if you don't mind, actually.
Here's what I'm saying. Do you have roughly 3 rooms available?
Or even 2.
I have 2, yes. I just make the kids stay in one room themselves.
You have 2 rooms? Okay. Measure, you could take 1 room and the rest of us will take the other.
Yes, I'm fine with this agreement. Yes.
Are you all right with animals?
Animals are my speciality.
I was actually talking to her if she's all right with animals in the house, because we have like animals.
I will assume that you are talking to me, and I will say that animals are my speciality.
I'm
I
glad
love
to
them.
hear it.
Yes.
Miss, are you all right with animals in your house?
That's fine.
All right. Measure, would you mind taking care of
She's
this?
very forgiving because of the inn being shut down and all. Nobody has a place to stay and stuff. So
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, he'll pick up Fortune, which is his fox. Yeah, I think they like each other.
as you go to try to pick up Fortune, he's playing with her fox like on the floor.
If he's playing with them, I'm not gonna stop them. I'll let him play.
Yes, they have become fast friends. It is good.
Would you mind taking him with you tonight?
Of
I'd hate
course,
to
not
separate them.
not a problem. Yes.
So glad you worded it that way, because I was about to start turntailing and going to her bedroom with her.
All right, so who's staying what? Tonight?
Well, I mean, I think it's gonna be the guys separate. Well, I mean, the hermit has his own place. He doesn't need to stay here. He
He's
has
gonna
his own
stay with
house.
his new friends.
There's not a lot of space.
How many
Silas.
beds are in the rooms?
He's used to sleeping on floor.
There's only like a set of like a bunk beds, and then
Graves and Az are gonna claim the beds.
That's
As
okay.
you're
I
spooning
need
with
I
him.
need rug and fireplace.
Oh, cool.
no fireplace.
That makes good pillow.
No, I'm sleeping with Measure of Dawn.
All right, so we get about.
Is there a second bed in Measure of Dawn's room?
Huh?
Is there a second bed in Measure of Dawn's room? Or is there just one bed?
Let's do my faithful high or low.
Low.
Just one big bed. It's like a queen size bed. She's basically offered her personal room and her guest bedroom.
Like normally, right? It wouldn't be like proper for a guy and a girl, but he's a tabaxi and she's a giant. I don't think
We're also
they
not putting him
understand-
in the same room as the foxes.
Oh, that's true. He'll fight with the foxes. He can't do that. Oh, never mind.
If
Come here,
you
kitty,
take the
kitty.
foxes, I will take the cats.
That's true. Measure will protect the foxes. Because, you know, the kitty could either mess with the foxes and then get beat up by the giant woman, or, you know, the kitty could just be nice and go to sleep. And then, you know, room on the floor next to Silas, which I don't think anybody wants.
She was also saying that if we take the foxes, she'll take the cat.
Yes, if you take the foxes, I will take the cat.
Oh, that works out then. Yeah,
Yes.
I'll take the foxes.
Are you sure about that? Silas might use the foxes as pillows.
If he does, I will injure
They'll
him.
probably use me as pillows. They'd be nice blankets.
Where is the owner of the house? The speaker? Is she with us?
Yeah, she was offered you a room, so she took you upstairs, showed you the rooms. And
I'll look at the group and ask them if they're willing to stay the night here. I'm okay with it. If now that we figure out, you know, sleeping situations, I'll take the foxes and I'll sleep with me and Az will have a bed, and then Silas sleeps on the floor.
Can you say they're bunk beds?
Yeah, you know,
Or-
Az is on top, I'm on the bottom. I
Oh,
can't
okay.
climb the
I
ladder.
was thinking
Oh, you think like
two
a twin
pairs
bed?
of bunk beds. No,
Oh,
two
no.
pairs of beds. Bunk beds.
Is there a fire in the master bedroom?
oh, only fireplace was in the common room.
Is it warm in the house, or is it pretty like a piercing cold through like the outside to the inside, or is it like, kind of like warm and comfortable in here?
There's with the amount of furs and all that stuff she has, you can comfortably get some sleep. By no means is it like warm or anything because it's pushing cold.
But it's a comfortable.
Measure Don will know this. Like wood and like keep fires going is costly and hard to come by. So
Mhm.
Okay. I'm cool with sleeping here tonight if you guys are.
It is fine with me.
Seems like the best option.
Mhm.
Is
It's a
there a
place to
place to
sleep.
make fire in bedroom?
If you make a fire in the bedroom, I will let Silas touch her tail.
Damn it. I just want to be by the fire.
Will you not scratch the furniture if you're near the fireplace in the common room?
Maybe. It's worked before.
Is there like a couch type thing in the common room?
no, she just had chairs. Not like a couch, no.
Okay.
If possible, do you have a basin?
Refresh me what that is. Is that like a washroom or something?
No, a basin like a big bin, like a
Tub.
big, you know, carrying
Like a box? Oh.
Basically, kind of, yeah. It's
something
a,
that
it's
can
like a
hold
tub.
liquid. Something that can hold liquid, like a tub.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Like a
a tub.
bathtub.
Sorry. Yeah. I have a
Oh,
washroom, but yeah.
Like a small basin. I don't need anything too big.
Just have my washroom with the tub and wash pail.
I appreciate that. If you all don't mind, I will be, you know, going to take my leave for a second, and you'll walk away.
Okay. So
Think
we
he had an accident.
because we're running out of time. I want to get to a certain plot point for certain characters. So as y'all settle in your nightly routines, so let me see. I have Mesra Darn and cat person in a room by themselves, and everybody else is in the other room with the bump beds.
Mm.
At this time, I'll like measure Dawn and Swift, not yet known as Swift, to take their headsets off so they cannot hear. Yes. Salas and Graves, as y'all in the middle of the night, you hear reaching screams coming from Az. almost kind of like Night Terrace. You've been traveling with him for months and this has never happened. You see this diamond-shaped symbol bleeding out of his chest. And you try to go wake him. You can't wake him. He's not waking. Right?
Do I recognize the symbol at all? Does it look anything
Give me
familiar?
a religion check and let me know in a second. As it's like you've seen Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah.
So it's like your astral body is getting ripped out of your main body. You see yourself being pulled out. First, you initially get a screeching pain, right? And you get yanked down, sitting in front of a desk. You see another person to the seat next to you, and you see Asmodeus. You don't recall him though, but you say he's talking to you and this other person too, but the other person is, you see his astral body too. You're sitting in front of their desk. Finally, you have returned. Just wondering how long it would take you. It's about time you fulfilled your pact. It's about time you returned to Icewind Dale to fulfill your pact. Glad you finally seen you returned. I'll get to change your pact up because Levistus has been taken captive by the demigod Ariel. I need you to go rescue him because the fifth layer of hell has now been overran by demons. And I need his, so to speak, ass back here to take control of his own damn hell because this war is slowly being overrun. We already, we all fucking hate this motherfucker. But we need his ass back here to, take control of his damn fucking hill that he's supposed to be rolling. And obviously he's telling you and this other person that you never don't recall seeing before or whatever, because you don't remember anything past 3 years beforehand.
Yeah.
As soon as you get brought down here, you trigger some memories of you remember picking Asmodeus as your Patreon. So great, as you roll a 15.
Yep. I do know a couple of different languages. I don't know if that would help here.
What?
I know Infernal, Primordial, Draconic, Deep, and Celestial alongside.
You know it's a symbol. Can't quite make the DC. You know it's a symbol of one of the archdevils. You're not quite sure. You feel like you might have to do some more research. You remember seeing it in your studies.
So with that being said, I could tell that it's of Infernal lineage. I would like to put my hand on Az's head, seeing this demonic symbol, and use protection of good and evil on him. I don't know if it'll do anything. It's just that keep him safe because he's a companion, and I don't want to see him die in his sleep. Put my hand on his head. Graves actually believes in Odin as his god, so he'd probably say something along the lines of the All-Father's protection, and use protection of good and evil from fiends on Xylus to see if it would ease, because he looks like he's in a lot of pain, right? Is what you said?
He's screaming, but he's no longer screaming at this point. It's more like a calm state, but the symbol's still there.
Either way, he's going to do it. He's going to use protection of good and evil on Silas to protect him from fiends of that type, of that nature, to hope to see if that can help him some way, because he doesn't know what's happening.
So we go back to as he says as, and he did. Well, he doesn't say as. He addresses you both. So what say you both? And the other one agrees. What do you do?
He's gonna agree.
Excellent. He flips this coin. you automatically know what kind of coin it is. You know it's a soul coin. Excellent. Send me more souls to fight this battle. He flips it, hits your head, fall back, asleep. As you see this, as you're doing this, obviously timing, you see the symbol fade away. He starts breathing again, but he's still asleep. Now I need y'all to put your headsets down. I need the other two to put their headsets on.
Before I go, can I tell if like my magic did anything, or if do I not know?
You do not know.
Okay.
So I need the three take their headsets off. I need the other two put their headsets back on. All right, now I got my other two in the room. At some point, Meserdon, you hear coming from your little cat friend. It's like kind of, you can tell it's kind of like almost like night terrors coming from him. Swift, you see in your dream these tentacles breaking a ship. And you see these tentacles go over your eyes and mouth. You feel like you're suffocating. So you're struggling in your sleep.
Okay.
And so, just out of curiosity, where did you just set asleep? Like on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I will
Probably like
kinda
right at the
rise.
foot of your bed.
That works.
But you also see another quick flash. You wake up, and as Measure Dawn's reaching to come probably wake you up or whatever, you wake up and you say a person name. Who's the closest kin to you from your family?
All right, what?
So who's the closest relative to your family? I'm a terrible DM. Since we decided to do this, I didn't read everybody's backstories recently, so
I haven't updated them. We will
you
go.
haven't updated him either, so you're a terrible player and I'm a terrible DM.
We will go with crap. I didn't actually write down any of their names yet. On the fly, we are gonna call the first name that comes to mind, which is oh, I am drawing such a blank. Why haven't I not thought about my parents' names yet?
Terrible. You had no internet for 2 weeks. You had one job.
I had one job. But I am drawing a blank, and it's probably because of the fact that it's like 10:30 at night.
How about this? We won't do this. You'll say, "Mother," is what he says.
No, one sec. I'll get you a name. If I'm Swift Shadow, she is Quick Strikes.
All right. So Measure of Dawn will get up and it's like, Quick Blades, you are yelling. Are you all right? Wake up.
I'm sorry. Did I wake you? I'm sorry.
Yes, I am now woken. You were making large cat noises and screaming for your mother.
For my mother.
Yes. What
did I say? Right? What did I say?
You yelled out, "Mother!" That was all.
Oh,
but you looked very much in pain.
So how much of this do I actually remember, Jugan? Like, do I remember the dream completely?
You remember the tentacles?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're kind of like a flash forward to another flash of a memory of your mother. Like,
okay.
You're reaching, you were leaving to do, your job, whatever, and you you see yourself waving back at her, and you see her fade off into darkness as these tentacles are coming in.
I remember the last memory, the memory that I just remembered. I was leaving the village of my homeland to deliver something, and she was the last face I saw. And then the next thing I saw, tentacles just enveloping me and pulling me down.
That must have been very scary.
It's the same dream every single night. This is the first time I've seen a picture of somebody, a vision of what I thought was my mother. It's...
And you know she was your mother?
Instinctively, I think, maybe, yes.
Well, these people are mothers. They have great importance in their life. So, do you know that she was lost? Did she drown in ocean with tentacles? Is this something you have seen before?
Yeah.
It's always tentacles and me. This is it. I do not remember anything else. This is the first time that it's been more than just tentacles.
As we get to that point, you take the moment to get him to back to sleep, and then you go back to sleep, and that's where we'll end tonight's episode. So let me get everybody's headsets back on. All right, I would like to thank everybody. This will be the end of session 1. Introduction to the Outsiders of Icewind Dale. And like I said, if you're looking to join the locals version, which we'll be filming on Thursdays, it will not be live streamed, but it'll still be put on YouTube. The locals version. Try to do it a little bit different, but I'm still looking for players for that. I need at least 4 more players. But anyway, that being said, does anybody else have anything they would like to say before we end the session?
Good night.
That was great fun.
Yeah, good night.
Does Silas
Night,
snore?
everyone.
Huh?
Does Silas snore?
I don't know. Silas snore?
He actually probably has nightmares too, actually.
High or low?
Great. I got 2 trauma bombs in my room.
High or low? How low?
Low.
Oh, you were saying low? Yeah, he snores.
Fuck.
On top of having
Does Graves snore?
Horror dreams.
I'm not even sure Graves can sleep with you two. You're screaming in your sleep. He's snoring like a storm. I'm just sitting there with his one eye just cracked open like... I need to sleep.
Anyway, thanks for everybody for joining.
Thanks.
We'll see you next week, 7:30 on time. Hopefully this time we'll hopefully have everything kinks worked out, and hopefully we'll have everybody's minis that will be here. But until next
I'm
time,
looking forward to the minis.
just know we love you very much. Come support everybody, and see you next week. Bye.
You need to come up with a catchphrase now for this group.
Standing at the cross.